Hey everybody, welcome to the Mary C. O'Keefe Cultural and Art Center, Songs and Stories. I'm Savannah Lee, this is Anthony Crawford, we're Sugarcane Jane, and we're here at our home studio, Admiral Bean's studio in Loxley, Alabama. We normally play the live radio show in Mississippi at the Mary O'Keefe Theater, but tonight we're going to play online for you guys. So,
Why?
Well,
Why are we here?
You know, we were thrown a curveball like everybody else, and you have to make lemonade out of your lemons, right?
We do, but
So,
Big Johnny Cole's the first one to get a glass of lemonade. He was the first one on there.
all right.
Hey, Mike, Jimmy Hall. So, anyway, being that it's a songs and stories, one of the most interesting parts of my life, of course, was working with Neil Young, and I went out to California for the first time to play in the band with Neil, and that in itself was amazing. But just going out there and feeling the energy of the West Coast, especially up in the Northern California part, and I loved it. But there was a fear factor to it with me about those earthquakes. And so
Prefers the hurricanes down
yeah,
here.
you can run from a hurricane. But anyway, this is a song called San Andreas. We're just going to start out with this and just kind of get going and let people have time to catch up to us. But thank you for being here, and here it goes. Life along the San Andreas is beautiful through One thing I was thinking about was being in that beautiful auditorium over there, the Mary C.
Yeah.
And I actually, I bought their old mixing board that used to be in there.
Oh, that's right. That was a good
I did. That was a
gift.
nice thing for my studio.
Sure was.
Anyway, I just feel like that was a song that means a lot to me. And what did you point at that paper for? What is that?
Well, I wanted you to give a big shout out to.
Well, you say it.
Well, okay. We wanted to thank our sponsors for
good.
putting this on. The Mississippi Songwriters Alliance. We appreciate you guys. We always enjoy the festival that you guys put on in September. We're hoping that happens this year. The R&B Fedor Foundation, of course, is a big part of this, and so is the Mary C. We appreciate y'all so much. And what I want to ask everybody to do right now, and myself included, is to share this feed so we can get it out to as many people and in as many groups as we can. So that is what I'm doing right now.
Good for you.
Tell them a story,
I'll tell you a story. I have a good friend of mine, Charles Court, that came over to my studio, and we put together 3 CDs full of music. And one of the songs that we put together is called Traveling Girl, and I just absolutely love it. And Charles is a really nice person, and he just brought these songs that he had put together, and we kind of like molded them into whatever they came out to be on the CDs. And songwriting and just music in general is beautiful because it brings people together. I've met a lot of good people through our music. Hey, I'm watching.
Yeah, you're watching, right? I'm on your phone.
Oh, you're on my phone.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, this is called Traveling Girl. Barbie is a wild one. She is a soft one. She's wilder than a fire in the night, softer than a soft light. Blondie is a traveling girl. She says she's been to Birmingham, been on up to Scotland, where even the Italians are trying to love her. Barbie,
One thing that I wanted to ask everybody to do is in the comment section there, just put in the city and state that you're from so we know where you're listening from. That would be cool to know. And, the Mary C is kind of known for a lot of things and their classes that they do. I noticed when I was an administrator on that site that people were asking about, do you use all-purpose flour for this? And so they're asking all kinds of things. They probably have people wondering how maybe you got started playing guitar, and what was that? How did you become so awesome?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
Yeah.
Well, my awesomeness started when I, actually I do have the first memory that I ever had was getting the bug for music was when my oldest sister, Mary Alma, had a person come to pick her up for a date. And he had like this Mickey Mouse little guitar. And I don't know why he brought that with him, but he handed it to me, and it fortunately was tuned in something where I could just I just strummed it with my hand, and it was in tune to something, and it got all over me, and I really knew right then. I mean, it was bad for my school and all that because I knew I wasn't needing to study. I was going to play music.
Wow.
However, I did try to get through school, and they let me out. But I knew music was going to be my life. So. I got the bug for it early on, maybe 8 years old, and I
Did you ever have any formal lessons or anything?
Not really. There was a fellow in Birmingham that his name is Mark Horton. He's passed away, but he was a great guitarist and whatever. My mom paid for a couple of lessons, and then there was another guy that worked at a music store out there named Tom Dodd, and I took some lessons from him. But mostly I just listened to a lot of music. My mom and dad would always watch the Lawrence Welk show, believe it or not, and there was a guy on there named Neil Levang, and he was a fantastic guitarist. And I would watch Hee Haw all the time, and I loved Roy Clark and all the musicians that I could just soak up. Glenn Campbell, great guitarist. But then after that, I got involved with listening to bluegrass music, and Tony Rice was a person that I really think is just so fantastic. His right hand technique is just unmatched.
If you were going to play a song like right now that for Tony Rice, what do you think you would play?
I would probably play, that's a good question. First of all, if Tony Rice was here, I probably couldn't even put my guitar on. It's like the night I met Paul McCartney, I would be canceled out. He's the Paul McCartney of, bluegrass music to me. I would absolutely be floored if I were to meet him. But the style that I play, I try to do, let's do Red Flag Warning, because it's a lot of this kind of like, that right hand thing, it's a dancing pick. See, my right hand, my left hand's not doing much. It's all in the right hand. This is for you, Tony Rice. Of Yeah. And I tell you something, don't ever underestimate the power of brownies and popcorn, because we usually do our shows later and our kids are asleep, but right now we've got Frozen 2 on upstairs, and
they have popcorn and brownies.
Yeah.
So.
And we told them, hey, you have to just be good tonight, because we're going to buy you a water slide or something. They'll never get it, but anyway, they'll forget about it. But, it's something that just keeps, how come we're not seeing any little hearts on there? Are we not doing good?
Yeah, well...
Did hearts come up on that?
Sure.
We're not getting any on here. We usually get a heart.
Well, maybe they're new to doing this.
I don't know. I just saw some hearts go up on that phone.
Well,
hopefully, let me tell you, I wish that y'all could see what we're scrambling around doing before we do our shows. We live right in the middle of like a forest, and it's so hard to get any kind of upload speed. So I'm like out there turning this antenna, and just like, we got 4, 6. Anyway, it's pretty stressful to get it going, and we hope that we have a signal for you guys. But another thing I was going to say about songwriting, I think everybody, look at the hearts. Is that Mark Allen doing it?
Yeah.
It is. And that's who I was going to talk about. We're working on a CD for Mark Allen. He and Beth came over, and Scott and Neil came by one afternoon. It was a beautiful time, a fellowship, and music is a beautiful thing. I think it's a healing force. I used to think I was just a big old bum, played music for a living and didn't do anything to contribute to society. And, I've kind of changed my thought process on that lately, because I think that music does have healing powers. It's not only does it just bring people together, but I think the vibration of harmony, which that's why when Savannah and I sing together, I enjoy that so much. There's certain songs that we sing that just bring out some sort of real tight buzzsaw harmony, and I love that. But Mark and I are working on this, and Savannah's going to put her vocals on it. Her mom and dad went to Mentone, so we don't have a lot of help right now. But we're working on an album, and I think that everybody's probably got a song in them. And,
sure.
And so I was just listening to the songs that we recorded on him, and they're really good.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
So absolutely. And what I'd like to do is finish them out, and then one night when we're doing our show, just play one of them.
Yeah, that'd be
Debut
nice.
the CD. And,
see, what we've been doing during this whole pandemic to just stay sane is the music. That's what kind of keeps us going. So as soon as we were quarantined, we started what we're calling the hibernation tour. And so on Sugarcane Jane's Facebook page, we are live streaming at 9:30 every night of the quarantine. We think. I mean, as long as it doesn't last for like an eternity, we're trying to do it every night. And people do tell us that it helps them as well just get through this.
Well, if it doesn't quit at some point, we're moving to Venezuela, okay? I hear it's pretty down there this time of year.
Yeah, they've got it figured out now.
I think so. Speaking of songwriting, I've been very fortunate to meet the man that co-wrote Dirt Roads In with us, and what's the name of our other album? Southern State of Mind. Brilliant man. He has a cut by the Beatles, and he's had a U2, Pearl Jam, just go on and on and on. Martina McBride. Just keep on going. He's sung with Elvis, sitting around a piano with Elvis. There's pictures of him with everybody. He's a brilliant man, and I've been fortunate. His name is Buzz Kaysen. Just go look him up. But if you ever see him, don't call him Buzz Carson. It's Kaysen. But anyway, he's a brilliant writer, and I was fortunate to meet him. And this is a song that is called Campfire. Just chilling with my children and watching them play. Jamie! Well, I can't wait till the sun goes down. Down home folks gonna gather round. Gather around a campfire. Campfire. Yeah, well, I do. Gather around a campfire. Campfire. We light it up.
So, we have been working on some new music as well, and this whole thing that's going on right now is just very inspiring to write to. And we've got 2 singles we've released here recently. We're going to play one of them right now. We also have a video that just came out for this song. It's called Fellow Man. And if you go to our website, sugarcanejane.com, you can get a free download of one of the new singles by signing up for the email list. And that way you'll also find out when we're coming back to Mississippi. So,
You know,
yeah.
this is if you look at this song and the lyric on a piece of paper, you could write it on a sticky note. I mean, it's just like, I always wanted to write one of those songs that was catchy, like, wow, bang.
well, it's a radio-friendly
It's
song.
radio friendly, but it only says the same thing a couple times. It feels good. So
Feels
it goes
good.
like this. Well, I'm amazed and I wonder why you're asking me to stay inside. All due respect, I understand. Looking out for the better man. Not gonna be easy. When will you see me again? They say the worst of it may be coming soon. Oh, still I'm amazed and I wonder why you're asking me to stay inside. All due respect, I understand. Looking out for the better man. Not gonna be easy. When will I see you again? They say the worst of it may be coming soon. Oh yeah, still I'm amazed and I wonder why you're asking me to stay inside. All due respect, I understand. Looking out for the better man. Looking out for the better man. Looking out for the better man.
Yeah, the video we made for that's pretty funny because I had been on the search for some toilet paper and all the essentials, and I
Doesn't
found
that seem
some.
like a long time ago?
It does. It seems like forever ago, but yeah, I had my pantry fully stocked, so I was just really feeling like I was high on the hog. You know,
Man,
it's a good feeling when you're all stocked up. Isn't
I was
it?
high on niacin.
You were high on niacin, I was high on the hog, but
Y'all ought to try some niacin. That's
Some
good.
niacin?
Yeah, man, that'll just make
They-
you feel all good.
they
inside.
probably already do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, darling. So,
Well,
what now?
We should probably do the other single form, I think, or
Not yet. We
Not
gotta
yet.
put some
Hold
space
out.
between on that.
yeah.
There's a lot of lyrics on that. Look how much. See, I made up for it
You
right
know,
there.
It's funny how that song, the one we just did, has very few lyrics, but it really takes your breath away, though. It's kind of, is it for you? It's like hard to,
We ain't
Hard
got
to
the
get
virus, do we?
I hope not.
Oh,
Oh gosh, I hope not.
back
That's
up.
some bad stuff.
it
You know?
is. From what I understand,
I don't think we have it because we're not going anywhere. We are staying at home. Flatten the curve, you know.
I'll flatten myself out.
We need to flatten the curve so we can get back out. I mean, I miss people. Yeah, this is great to connect this way. I mean, if we didn't have this, I don't know what I'd do, but I sure would like to hug some necks.
I think that's going to be outlawed in the future. You can't shake hands or hug a neck.
Well,
I think it's over.
I don't know about that.
Hey, you know what? I'm going to do a rare performance of Walking On. This is a song I wrote the lyrics to, which usually when people come to me to co-write with them, I'm usually the person that adds the music to them, and I'll change a word here and there to fit, to make it sound cool or something. But, you know, I had like the most incredible experience to have Steve Winwood call me up and say, hey, you know, I want you to write, I've got these 2 pieces of music and I'd love you to come over to England and write the lyrics. And I was really, that was a thrill for me, equal to playing with Neil Young. I mean, Steve Winwood, you cannot say enough positive things about that man.
And what a sweet
What
guy,
a sweetheart
too.
of a person and everything. So it was interesting. I got over there, and I'm never really generally, I don't think of myself as a lyricist that somebody's going to call up and say, hey, Anthony, we need some lyrics. You think you ought to plug this phone in? You got battery or anything? Plug it in.
I'll plug it in. Plug it in.
Anyway, so I go over there, and he lives in the Cotswolds. And, man, I tell you what, I was thinking, how in the world am I going to do this? And, well, I found out he said, Anthony, I've got, you know, he had it all figured out. He wanted me to phonetically write lyrics to fit his mumbling, kind of like his melody and whatever. And I had to find.
That's the part where I would have just said.
I mean, it was a task, you know. And so
I got to bail on that. Wow.
How did you
pull that off?
I tell you what I did was I started reading books and just, you know, he had all these books over there and just things. I was just trying to get something to spark my imagination, and I found myself, if you speed it up, and you know how the Beatles would do those videos where they would do this, and you know, I mean, I'd be laying out in the front lawn, and then I would just be, you know, standing by this pigeon thing, big rock pigeon deal, or walking, you know, just whatever I had to do to get a start. So the concept of the 2 songs was about his dad. His dad had passed, but I was pretty good friends with his dad. And so this is one of the songs, the lyrics that I wrote. There's a place that I know from this feeling that keeps on getting better now. Looking up, seeing faces in the clouds to hear what they are telling me now. Out beyond the blue horizon and in the wake of falling stars, the new day dawns, giving rise to reasons why it is that I am walking on. High above, looking down on me, so alive, and you're flowing free through my veins in eternity as I walk, open-headed, open-hearted, lazy thoughts of nothing serious. Just a day in the life of another chance to see what it has to be seen. Placing one foot in front of the other, feel the breeze through your body now. An angel on my shoulder is telling me to keep on walking and be free. High above, looking down on me, so alive, and it's flowing free through my veins in eternity as I walk, walking on as I walking on. Let's walk now. Of course, Steve's version goes on for about 10 more minutes with some very cool instrumental. And yeah,
Maybe you should
do the song I wrote with Kenny Rogers for Kenny Rogers?
Yeah.
Let's try that.
Wasn't just Kenny Rogers that cut this song. Lori Morgan cut it, and
Lori Morgan, Billy Burnett, Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, Lee Greenwood.
It's amazing.
It is amazing.
It's a fantastic song, and it's timely. It's a timely song right now.
Okay.
It's called Soldier of Love.
I am only one of those who care about the fate of love. I know there's many others just like me. I know they too have had enough of these hearts doing battle on the front lines. Love's got no heroes in these modern times. What love needs is a defender. I am a soldier of love. I see it in your eyes, you felt me. There was a time when you believed love is the only way to make it through, or be another casualty. Hearts doing battle on the front lines. Love's got no heroes in these modern times. What love needs is a defender. I am a soldier of love. Hearts doing battle on the front line. Love's got no heroes in these modern times. What love needs is a defender. I am a soldier of love. I am a soldier of love.
Yeah. Now you've got another one that.
Oak Ridge Boys.
Yeah, Oak Ridge Boys cut that as well, right? Or,
No, no.
they didn't do that.
They
Right,
did
that's
this
a different song. Okay. Breaking out all the hits for you guys tonight for songs and stories at the Mary C. So this next song is on our Dirt Roads End album. We have not officially recorded those other two,
Okay.
but we should. Let me see what you guys are doing here. Let's see. Kimmy's over here commentating for us. I appreciate that, Kimmy. It's nice to have her helping me out.
Wouldn't it be nice if they had the technology to where we could just see what our kids are doing upstairs? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's like a video monitor. They have those. We should probably
I
buy
know.
one.
Just being a
I
caveman.
know. Hey, look.
Out on this highway, what's the first word? Down by the river, I'm left here to shiver. Worn, I've been living with Case and Anthony Crawford song. Buzz Carson.
Oh, yeah.
Buzz
those
Case.
songs. Don't get that one started. Well, you got one more.
Bees of Birds.
Yeah. We got.
I think that's what Mark Allen was wanting
Got
to
a
hear
call
too.
a
And
few
my
years ago from
sister-in-law Nikki.
Dwight Yoakam, who Anthony was in his band for a while. He was on the Gone tour with Dwight, and there's a video of him on a racetrack doing Gone. That'll Be Me is another name of that song. But got a call from him and said that he wanted to cut this song with Anthony. It's called Bees of Birds, and he did, and he put it on his Secondhand Heart album. So
See if
pretty
I can
excited
remember
about
this.
that.
Okay. I see blue skies and sunshine up ahead. These are birds flying south for the winter. Ricks of wood line the side of the road. A fire for the place to be warm. Listen, listen, did you hear it? And it's something I want to learn. Even fallen angels need a place that's warm. When the winter winds have turned so cold, I see blue skies and sunshine up ahead. Bees of birds flying south for the winter. Ricks of wood line the side of the road. A fire for the place to be warm. Tell me, did you see it? Was it shining in the sky? Forgiving answers within the wisdom, the space between the truth and the lies. I see blue skies and sunshine overhead. These are birds flying south for the winter. Ricks of wood line the side of the road. A fire for the place to be warm. Woo!
Excellent. That's another one we have not yet recorded, have we? So I may have missed it when I was wanting to see where everybody was from. So if you're just joining us, if you would type in where you're located. We just want to know where y'all are. Because I may have missed it. You may have told me and I didn't see it, but we appreciate you being here with us for Songs and Stories at the Mary C.
Here's how's our feed tonight? Do we have good signal? Are they able to watch us?
I hope so. We live way out in the country, so, we're doing the best we can. We're trying to see if we can donate some land for them to put a tower up here somewhere. I mean, we're trying everything for you, but right now we're just at the mercy of the cell tower. So hopefully you're getting the feed. And this, by the way, is our Facebook. It's a live Facebook counter back there by the lamp. And if you haven't liked our Facebook page at Sugarcane Jane, please do so. And that thing will just, it'll just flip out, won't it?
It does. All right. Now, that's the time I was out there in California working with Pete Anderson on a record for Dwight called, I think it was called Under the Covers. That CD. And somehow when I flew out there, I was fine when I got on the airplane. By the time I got out to California, I had no voice, and I was going to sing the harmony on this record. Absolutely no voice. And I was going out a couple of days ahead of time. Pete took me to a acupuncturist, like to get acupuncture. And I was scared of needles. I couldn't stand it.
Oh gosh, I would have.
And I tell you what,
Freaking out.
it was a miracle. A miracle. I mean, I couldn't. Yes, I could not even say anything. I was like, "Hey, Pete, yeah." It was that bad, and so we went to the acupuncture person, and I tell you what, it was all going good. They stick the needle in there and just go, doink. This is where it hurts the most, right there, baby. But I think that's what healed me, because when they did that, I was like, Barney is like, it hurt, baby. And then they gave me a concoction of roots and just whatever, you made a tea out of this stuff. And I tell you, it was the most disgusting. That's the mayor on Andy Griffith.
Yeah.
It's the most disgusting. But that stuff, seriously, in 2 days I had my voice back and I sang on the record. It all turned out great.
Unreal.
But as I sat there and prayed about having, like, God, please help me. I'm out here. I got to do this. But I was sitting at the table one day, just staring at a yellow pad of paper, and I was trying to write a song. And I don't really have much luck trying to write a song. I have to be moved. But I maybe should stare at a piece of paper more often, because this little song came out of that. It's called The Cleaning Parade. Cobwebs abandoned, surrounding most of it. The cleaning lady called and said that she was on her way. You just hold on to your horses, boy, it's gonna be a cleaning parade. Now you can take her to heart, or you can wave her on through. If you weren't so funny, boy, you'd swear she didn't like you. Reach down in your bridges, for you'd have to be paid. And beyond your best behavior, in this cleaning parade. And do your own dishes, then put them away. Take your position in this cleaning. Allen Hall. Traffic. Now don't you be surprised what she may throw away as she does her dusty dance where your secrets used to lay. She's only here to help you, boy, so don't you be afraid. You just hold on to your horses, boy, it's gonna be a cleaning parade.
want to do that one, and we should probably
Let's do that one.
the song that kind of tells our story, don't
All
you
right.
think?
Yep.
Just for those of you that don't know who we are, Anthony and I met in the year 2000 in Nashville. I had moved up there for music, and he had been up there for decades, I think, huh? But
I want to show everybody how much
the music industry will make you.
I wonder if you can see that. I know it's backwards, but I've made, this is an advance check.
It is an advance.
0.01 cent. Music reports.
0.01.
0.01. I'm making a killing.
That's 1 cent. But
That's
back
is
to
it a
my
penny?
story. I think so. So we met in Nashville in the year 2000. Found out that he was originally from Birmingham, but his folks had moved to South Alabama and lived 8 miles from my parents. So we decided to move back to Alabama together, and this song kind of tells the rest of it. Right?
Let's do the original version in the key of C, man. Well, I followed my dream to the path of a crow, all the way to the music row. I fell in love when I heard her sing, so I packed my bag in a 06 Street and I headed south in an all-out run to the arms of a woman had 2 daughters and a son, built as a house at the dirt road's end. That's just how this story begins, with no regret to the past I claim, starting to fade. They call her Sugarcane Jane. Oh, now the road of life with its twists and turns, there's always a lesson out there to learn. I was busting my hump, painted on brown like a rat on the wheel, going round and round. All the time when I knew it my heart had to give it up to get a new start. Never in my life ever felt so free, like a bird on the branch of a live oak tree. Keep your fortune, keep your fame, staying right here. Sugarcane Jane. Now we'll sing na 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 Now we got friends that come to the shows and they buy everything that we record. Making a living and we're doing what we love. Sending the praise to the man above. Especially knowing where we've been. Losing it all to get it back again. I thought it was love, but I dare say things don't often happen this way. Leave on dusty and look at the rain. Come from the love we call Sugarcane Jane. And we'll sing na 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 Time for one more, last one.
One more, and then we got to get the kids to bed, you guys.
Oh, that
But
good luck. Sugar and salt and all that stuff, good stuff. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to me yak about things that are not very important.
Thank you to the Mary C. Thank
you.
you to the Mississippi Songwriters Alliance and to the R&B Fedor Foundation. Thank you so much.
What I see is heartbreaking. How much further can we go? And have you ever in your life seen such a mess? And honestly, I don't think I can say was encouraging. Know it all comes back around. But then again, it is election year, and honestly, I don't think I can say the past was ever so unkind. And I grew up in the 60s, the original peace and love. Now what I know is very little. The facts are very unclear. Somehow it all feels so familiar. And honestly, I don't think I can say the past was ever so unkind. And I grew up in the 60s, the original peace and love. What I see is heartbreaking. How much further can we go? Have you ever in your life seen such a mess?
Thank you guys so much. If you want more Sugarcane Jane, come on over to our page at 9:30 p.m. and you can get some more.
Alan and Jimmy.
Thank you guys so much. Y'all stay safe out there. We love you. We hope to see you in person soon. Thanks, Mary C. Bye, y'all.